Hey everybody, I hope everybody's keeping well. Listen, I'm just going to dive in here and to get straight to the point. You know, that's what I want this channel to be about. I don't want to be any messing around here. I just want to give it to the facts about healing from this and recovering from a desensitized nervous system. I don't want to talk about anything else really, you know, I just want to get to the point and help people. And, you know, this also helps me and gives me a purpose, you know, something to look forward to the day. And a really big part of my life is to help others. I've always seeked that, and I couldn't really find exactly what I needed to do and stuff like that, so this is very helpful, and for me personally too. But the main thing is to help others, you know, of course. I want to give them the information that I've been using. I knew this information a long time, but I was never so-called ready to take it on, you know, until I had to, until things got so severe that I had no choice. I was like, I just need to accept this crap, because this is just, it's been going on for way too long, and you know, it was taking over my life. It was taking over my life, stopped me from everything, you know, and I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, no, this has to stop now. I need to really engage in this work, and this is the work I truly believe in, you know, I really do. I really believe this is the way, because I've been using acceptance now for maybe 2 months, and I can't even remember the last time I had a panic attack, and then, you know, and before that I was getting a panic attack nearly every day. I just, you know, high anxiety, where I'd have to indulge in behaviours that would make it stop. Like I'd have to maybe call someone, or I'd have to like read pages of a book, or I'd have to you know, have my clothes ready at the end of the bed so I could run out and maybe pop around to my aunties and just take my mind off it, or go around to my friends and just take my mind off it, or cycle somewhere, or, you know, I'd have to engage, or even when it got worse, I used to run off to the doctor. And when it got really severe, I was going up to the hospital and just getting checked, and I was just I couldn't take that anymore. I was like, no, you know, if I want to get past this, all them behaviours have to stop. So I had to come to the realisation that this shit isn't harmful, you know. And I made a video there, and my brother came in, so I had to pause it, and I pressed the wrong button, and like 10 minutes of footage just boom, gone. So I can't get that back now. So I remember what I was talking about. It was about our thoughts, okay? The thoughts that we're having about, you know, heart attack and stroke, seizure, losing control, gonna come down with a severe mental illness, just gonna die, just gonna stop breathing. They're all irrational. Your body has become so sensitized to fear. Here's my dog Bella. You need a good companion. Sorry about that, guys, I had to stop my video. My mum came in with the shopping there, and I had to just give her a quick hand. But again, this is the realness, you know. This is the, you know, it's not about the quality of the video or whatever. This is about just the message. And, you know, I'm just a dude just sitting down in his kitchen making videos, you know, and just sharing my story. So anyways, yeah, I'll get into the kind of thinking that we have when we're going through sensitization. You know, we have all these fears of, like, I had this for 8 years, and all these fears I've had was the heart attacks, the strokes, the seizures. I even went and got my heart checked, you know. I was on the treadmill, had all this stuff linked up to me, you know, all the whatever you are, for the ECG and stuff like that. But it was a proper heart monitoring test, and because I wanted to go back playing football, I was afraid to go back on the pitch in case something happened to my heart or something, you know. So my friend's father brought me to a heart specialist in the city centre, and that was in 2013, I think. So about 5 years ago. And I was hooked up to all the stuff, and I was on the treadmill and stuff like that, and the mask, and got off, and watched the results. Yeah, you guessed it. Perfect heart. All fears, all irrational fears. Exactly what you guys are going through. But I understand it's very draining, you know. It's scary, you know. But that's because our thoughts can be so powerful. But even though that's so powerful, just because you have these thoughts doesn't mean they're ever going to come true. Because I started to think to myself, okay, what if I was to think positive, not in not in a hairy-fairy positive way and positive thing that's going to cure all this. I don't believe in that. I believe in positive action. That's what I believe in. Because action will then create your emotions. Your emotion creates your emotion. So when we start putting good, positive actions into our lives, we'll start to, our mood will change, But anyway, I'll get to this. Maybe this might help some, maybe it won't. I used to say this to myself: the thoughts I'm having are so irrational that they're never going to happen. But we're never going to believe that unless we put them to the test. And I used to say to myself, okay, what if I could change a bit of a negative thought to a positive thought? What if I kept thinking that €1,000,000 is going to fall out of the sky into my back garden? Now, you're probably thinking, what the fuck is this going on about? But I used to think to myself, okay, well, I'm thinking this thought, and I know for a fact that is never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. Not in a million years, ever, till the day I die. Till anyone can have that thought, and it will never come true. $1,000,000 falling from the sky into your back garden? No. And then I just thought to myself, that's the exact same feeling, that's the exact same thought. I logically know that that's never, ever, ever going to happen. And yet I'm having thoughts of, I'm going to have an anxiety attack when I have an anxiety attack, I'll have a heart attack. That's never going to happen either. We just think, the $1 million falling out of the sky and into your back garden. We just know that's never going to happen, But it's the exact same thing with the negative thoughts. They're never going to happen. I've had this shit for 8 years. I had them thoughts every single day, nearly every single day, 365 days a year, having thoughts like that. Almost morning, noon, and night. 8 years. First it always starts out, as I said, with your first 6 months, or your first couple of months, or your first year or two. It starts out with the bad heart. You think something's wrong with your heart. You get all the checks, you get everything, and you just become over paranoid of your heart and stuff like that. With the palpitations and stuff like that, and then it moves on for me. Like when I got over that, I was like, okay, well I'm on my 1,000 heart attack right now, so I know it's not going to come true. So let's think of something else. The mind will move on to something else. Then what does Glenn want to fear now? Oh yeah, I'll fear seizures. What if I have a seizure? What if I go crazy? They were the big ones, and what if something just snaps and I go mad, and never going to happen. Anxiety is, it's just neurotic. Like, you're just thinking things that are never going to happen. It's not a psychosis or something like that, like a schizophrenia or bipolar or some manic kind of behaviour and stuff like that. Anxiety and panic is anxiety and panic. It's totally different to developing a psychosis or stuff like that. It can't happen. It just doesn't happen. Same with heart attacks and stuff like that. It won't come from you having an anxiety attack. That's for sure. I've had about 5,000 of them, probably 10,000. What makes you think the next 10,000 are gonna just living your life again in the exact same way? These fears are never gonna happen to you. They're just fears. Your body is so sensitized from all this worry and all this thinking 24/7. You're not out of your mind. And your negative thinking has just spiraled to just create this mess inside you. Your adrenaline is just all over the place. Your cortisol, all your stress hormones are just flooding your body, and your body's so sensitized. But anyway, I'll move on to something. I want to explain more about the symptoms. And this is a clear week, hope and health for your nerves. So I'm going to read out some vital information that just to give people some peace of mind, and maybe drill into them a bit of confidence that they can take the next steps. They can listen to this video today or tomorrow and feel a little bit more calmer. That they go out and they try something they haven't tried in a long time, or they just get that. You just get that click to say, yeah, I'm going to change this. I don't want to live another year, 3, 4, 5, 10 years like this, fearing physical sensations that, as Claire Week says here, are no more than a strange physical feeling of no great medical significance and causing you no real harm. That is a doctor, probably one of the most amazing doctors in the whole entire world. Yeah, she's passed away now, but she is a doctor, not like your ordinary doctor. She's suffered with what we are going through, or what we have gone through, and she's learned it. She's a scientist and stuff like that. And I think it was science, biology. I don't know exactly what it was, but she knew exactly what she was talking about when it comes to the human body and the disease and stuff like that, and heart attacks and strokes. Like, again, no more than a strange physical feeling of no great medical significance and causing no real harm. And that was when she talked about the churning stomach. You know, because these are the more constant symptoms that I'm going to be reading now. The churning stomach, you know. While you examine and analyse this churning, a strange thing may happen. You may find your attention wandering from yourself. This thing, which seems so terrible while you stay tense and flinched from it, may fail to hold your attention for long when you see it for what it is. So when you see it for exactly what it is, no more than a strange physical feeling of no great medical significance and causing no real harm. I have to drill that out there. That's like the 4th or 5th time I said it, but it has to be drilled in. You know, it really does. When it says, with your understanding that this is but the working of an oversensitized, adrenaline-releasing nerves, and that by constantly shrinking from it, you have stimulated an excessive outflow of adrenaline. So from shrinking from it, fearing, shrinking, what if, ambulances, fucking the hospitals, fainting, all this shit. By doing that, adding second fear, you have stimulated an excessive flow of adrenaline. So excess adrenaline is important to your nervous system. Okay, can you live with that? Is that cool? Can you be able to handle that? Yes, you will. Yes, you will, because you've handled it. You've handled it for all these years. So if you start to change your thinking, you can handle it a lot easier, which then will bring down your nervous system, start to calm you a bit more. And that's how this is going to work, you know. It's not going to be a quick fix. It has to be a mindset shift. It has to be a full understanding of what's going on. That when this adrenaline pops in and goes all over your body again, you know, you don't need to go to the ambulance. You don't need to go to the ER. You've done that. And by continuously doing that, going to the ER, you're never going to break this cycle. So what you have to do, you got to sit with it. And we're sitting with that, which I'm going through right from my experience right now. I'm just visualising what I done. All those urges to go and do that, you know, cycle on the bike and go to someone and call someone, and I just stopped in my house and I was like, no, I've done that for so long now. It's just making me worse. I need to just stay here. And I stayed with it, you know, shaking, having all the thoughts. And it's slowly starting to go, because I've had all these thoughts for 20 seconds, 30 seconds now. All these crazy thoughts, it's passing. I'm not adding second fear, I'm just realising this is adrenaline in my body. It's going to go soon. Accept it. Don't add any fear. Stop putting your shoulders up like this, relax into it. And you feel that in the pit of your stomach. That feeling that wow. Because when you overcome a big attack, when it starts to ease up, you're like, oh, what a relief. What a sense of relief. And it's like a bit of confidence comes back into you then, you know. So when you constantly do that for every so-called attack that you have, you're giving yourself, your nervous system, that break. Wow, did I just overcome that? We're not running to the doctor, we're not going up to the ambulance, we're not going to call someone. I've done it for me. I found my power to not need anybody or anything, and that's what you can do too. You know, it's so hard to accept, because you know, your mind will just continuously try to protect you. You know, but you can do that, you know, and I'm trying to go through every single, the more constant symptoms of going through this, you know. I'm on the churning stomach right now. Why regard this churning as something so different? I'll read it out one more time, then I'll move on to another symptom, okay? Why regard this churning as something so different from ordinary pain that it can frighten you? You know, like a pain in the foot or anything like that, you know, or pain in your back from after the gym or something. Why do you attach so much to the churning stomach? You know, stop regarding it as some monster trying to possess you, okay? Understand that it is but the working of an oversensitized, adrenaline-releasing nerves, and that they, by constantly shrinking from it, you have stimulated an excessive flow of adrenaline excuse me, that has further excited your nerves to produce continual churning. By your anxiety, you are producing the very feelings you dislike so much. So you're producing more of what you dislike, okay? adding second fear. While you examine and analyse this churning, a strange thing may happen. You may find your attention wandering from yourself. This thing, which seemed so terrible while you stayed tensed and flinched from it, may fail to hold your attention for long when you see it for exactly what it is, which is, I repeat again, no more than a strange physical feeling of no great medical significance and causing no real harm. The harm, this is from my words now, and I'm going to start my words, that was Claire Weeks, but from adding no real harm to it is when you start to give your body that you elicit the relaxation response then in your body. You know, you're not on parasympathetic mode and stuff like that, or you want to get the parasympathetic mode, but you're in sympathetic mode, and your nerves are just firing of this fucking reacting over thoughts. That's how crazy it is. You're reacting over thoughts. You know, and it says just as a broken leg takes time to heal, you know. By true acceptance, you break the adrenaline fear cycle. In other words, the adrenaline churning cycle. So by acceptance, you stop this. And also states, so be prepared to accept and live with it for the time being. Accept it as something that will be with you for some time, yeah. In fact, while you recover, but something that will eventually leave you if you are prepared to let time pass and not anxiously watch the churning during its passing. Okay? So that's the churning stomach. No great medical significance, okay? No real danger. I've all my stuff underlined, like everything that kind of means more to me, that sticks with me, I underline it. So I'll just read what I have underlined. This is true acceptance, the keystone of recovery. Then freed from the stimulus of tension and anxiety, his or hers adrenaline releasing nerves would gradually calm down, and the churning would automatically lessen and finally cease. So not adding tension and anxiety, his or her adrenaline releasing nerves would gradually calm down and the churning would automatically lessen and finally cease. Okay? Now, I go on to, it says there must be that background of true acceptance while waiting for time to pass. And then the sweating, trembling hands. There's other ones, maybe racing heart or heart shakes. Okay, this is the big one, isn't it? Okay, what I have underlined here is that these weeks of waiting, watching, holding your pulse have been a waste of time. You cannot harm your heart. I'll repeat that many times. Will I say 100 times for the next few minutes? You cannot harm your heart. You can do anything you wish, provided you are prepared to put up temporarily with the strange feelings that come from the region of your heart. So all you having these palpitations, you can do anything. You know, you continue without your day. You can continue your day. You're not immobilized. You know, you can still do these things. Your heart's not going to give in. It says, have the courage to relax and analyze this beating and understand it too, like the sweating hands and churning stomach, is once again the result of oversensitization of adrenaline releasing nerves and coming to no medical significance, causing no real harm. Okay? You know, it also says here, I want you, now this is coming from this is the woman who opened all this acceptance. This is an extremely intelligent woman, knowing everything about the human body, the human anatomy, the mind. She's fantastic, and she's telling you hand in hand how to overcome this. You know, she's saying, I want you to realize that it will not harm your heart, in the at least to beat this way. You could play tennis, baseball if you wanted. If you had the interest and energy to play such games, it is most likely that your heart would calm down and beat more slowly while you were playing it than it does when you are sitting and holding your pulse. So sitting there doing nothing, holding your pulse and thinking negative and ambulances and shit like that. If you're actually playing a sport that raises your heart rate a little and stuff like that, it'd be actually more comfortable. It'd be easier for you than sitting there thinking about it, you know. But I understand that. I understand that you're still there checking your pulse. I get it. So don't feel too down on yourself. You know, I'm gonna try to give you the tools to start taking the steps. It says, I'm assuming, of course, that you have had a full medical examination and have been told that your trouble is only nerves. So that's basically the racing heart and shakes. Sore scalp. I've never had that. The limited power of adrenaline releasing nerves. You know. I think I'm going to just, go through the book and stuff like that in future videos. But now I just want to talk about the physical sensations. Again, it says symptoms can only be intensified only by further fear and its resultant tension, never by facing and accepting. As you are beginning to suspect that your symptoms may have had you bluffed, they most certainly have. We've been bluffed, guys. Fuckers. Then it goes like, it talks about floating. Bluffed by thought. You cannot take a bath or a shower. I used to have that with a shower. Like, oh, what? You get naked in the shower. Like, oh fuck, what? I'm panicking in the shower now. Oh, I need to run out and I'm soaking wet, and it's fucking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. But understandable. I'm going to read out a couple of more things, and then hopefully that gives people a little bit of insight and a little bit of reassurance from the main woman. So I'm not really saying it. This is her words. I'm just putting my journey into it. So it says, the release. Oh, you will not lose control of yourself. You will float up from the depths of despair. How good does that sound? You will float up from the depths of despair where you are right now. You're not going to be always like this. Okay? And it says, the relief of loosening your tense hold on yourself, of giving up the struggle and recognizing that there is no battle to fight. Okay? There's no battle to fight here. We accept this and let it become us. Our nerves will become sensitized again, okay? Or become desensitized, I apologize. Shit. The battle to fight and accept of your own making may bring a calmness you have forgotten existed within you. In your tense effort to control yourself, you have been releasing more and more adrenaline, and so further exciting your organs to produce very sensations from which you have been trying to escape. More fighting, more adrenaline, guys. More fighting, more adrenaline. More fighting, more adrenaline. Less recovery. More fighting, more adrenaline. Less recovery. More fighting, more adrenaline. Less recovery. More fighting. And you're not getting anywhere, guys. Less fighting, more accepting. Nerves are healing. Less fighting, more acceptance. Nerves are healing and are being brought back to a state of maybe homeostasis. Your body wants to recover. The body wants to feel good. Your body doesn't like feeling anxious, depressed, or unhealthy. Your body is always trying to recover. If we let it do its work. Oh, this book is just brilliant. I'm gonna finish off here. I want to just I'm going to read one more paragraph, okay? This is the last one, and then I'm going to finish up. I hope people got some information from this. Again, I just want to call out Dr. Claire Weeks' work and stuff like that, and basically the last bit is, only a bogey remains. Must you let a physical feeling hold such terror? Must you let a hot feeling in your stomach, a burning flash up your spine, pins and needles in your hands, a throbbing feeling in your head, even a weak feeling in your legs spoil life? Think about this and realise you are being bluffed by physical feeling. Terrible indeed. Fucking is terrible. But still a physical feeling. By analysing fear and its symptoms in this way, and seeing them as a physical feeling that conform to a set pattern and are of no great medical significance, you unmask the fear, and with your own illness, you unmask the fear, and with it your own illness, and only a bogey remains. And when you decide to accept this bogey and add no more second fear, or as little as you can manage, the road to recovery lies open before you. That's a very powerful one. You know, so more fear, more adrenaline, more sensitized nerves. Less fear, more acceptance, nerves start to heal. You can do more things, confidence comes back, sleep gets better, appetite becomes better. More important, the confidence, you know. Anyway guys, that's it now. Basically what I'm going to start doing now is just going by chapters of Claire Week's books and adding my own experience into it. You know, because I think a lot of people suffering with this have the same experiences. So it's nice for some people to share theirs and give their honest and open opinion on it. Because I remember like listening to videos and stuff like that in forums when I'd hear people like going through exactly like what I went through. It's just the exact same as Anyway, listen. My mum needs the kitchen here to make food, so I'm gonna finish up. And thanks for listening everybody, and have a good day. Hope this video helped. Take it easy.